Welcome, Daniele Buccio. Welcome to Kolkata. Welcome to the Calcutta School of Music. Good afternoon, and welcome to Kalboshaki, which is unique to Kolkata weather. It's our monsoon. How do you feel being in Kolkata the second time round?
I feel very well and very warm feelings also. This time was very special for concentration and for working also with and thinking just on the music with the students of the school.
What inspired you to become a pianist?
I enjoyed since I was a very young age the meaning of the sound, the possibility of looking for sounds, and through this instrument, the piano actually is possible to imagine many sounds. So it's a fascination for the world of sound.
And which is your favorite master? Like, who do you like playing? Verdi or which masters?
Yeah, there are so many musicians in the history of not only of Western music but of the world who dedicated their life to they committed in this research. So I would not be able to choose one without so because they somehow they have a relationship in their thought. So one musical thought from one composer was developing what other were thinking before. So it's a common research, and so I could not isolate one particular.
So yesterday was Tagore's birthday. Have you played any piece that's inspired from Tagore? Or?
No, I haven't. I was aware about this celebration, and I was interested in his thoughts, especially in his thoughts on music. I tried to get reflection about what he wrote specifically on this subject.
I mean, in the olden days, it was very common for women to play the piano. In fact, some of my family members actually went to Calcutta School of Music, and they would just play the chords and sing some of Tagore's songs. So, which is why I mentioned it, since yesterday was his birthday. I also saw that you have a degree, an academic degree in musicology, and it's related to Gestalt Psychology. So, what exactly were your areas that were kind of coinciding with the piano and Western classical music?
Yes, in 2010 I finished research work, an historical on the history of this branch of psychoacoustical research under this trend, this particular trend, belonging to the first decades of the 20th century, and it was related to an interest toward the understanding the way we perceive sound. That was an historical research on studies on human perception of sounds and later on music. So this was the common interest with the musical field. And later I also carried on some historical research on music history, especially on the history of Russian avant-garde and of the music of Russian emigre composer in the 20th century.
And what about being in Basel? Were you in the conservatory, or were you doing research there, or were you having performances?
No performance in Basel. There is an institution, a private institution that preserves manuscripts or handwritten sources by many composers of the 20th century. So I spent 2 months there studying a composer, a Russian immigrant composer, Ivan Vishnegradsky, who lived in Paris, and his manuscripts are kept in this institution. So I was very much interested in the music and in the works he left, and so that's the reason why I spent that time in that city.
So, are you looking at music therapy? Are you looking at how the impact of sound can change the psyche of someone?
Not from that point of therapeutic point of view, but of course the musical experience brings to the listener some effect, some defects. Their depth can depend on the activity of the listener. I think that the listener is co-author in a certain way, so he is very much responsible of the result. So without a listener, the music cannot achieve his goal. Cannot. So yeah, but I think that it's a common thought that players want to meet auditories and listeners to appreciate music. Yes.
So, you're taking classes here as well. How different is it from taking classes elsewhere in the world and from other audiences that you've had to audiences here? You've already played at the Oberoi Grand.
Yeah. I think in general we work. We have individual meetings at the keyboard. So every student, every person has his own previous experiences, his own past studies, and is in his particular point of his development of his skills. So I never compared or generalized because everyone is different in his approach to the music, his reasons to do music, and so I find quite the same. We struggle all with the same technical difficulties on the instrument, and so the instrument and the hands, we try to solve practical problems and to also to understand features of the styles of certain Western composers, which can be useful for developing also other pieces of music. And
do you come from a musical family yourself?
the music was loved, but in my family there were no professional musicians, but they encouraged me and they loved music.
Now, with the future generations, what do you think about Western classical music or learning from a piano? Are young people still enthusiastic?
I see much enthusiasm in this instrument, but of course we look for future possibilities of sounds. So also the electronic music is very much giving possibility to get new sounds. But of course, the piano is very wide in ranges. It allows many timbres also. It's not just the piano and the forte. So it's an instrument that can, through which you can translate a musical thought.
I mean, it's expensive to maintain, it's expensive to learn, and it's expensive to, continue playing as well. So, what do you think with the challenges, that there are on Western classical music or any classical music? I mean, are you still teaching students in Italy?
No, at the moment, no, I'm not teaching. But in an institution, I did in the past. I used to have students in Rome. I was part of the Conservatory of Rome for some years, from 2011 to 2017, also in high schools. But now I collaborate with institutions like the School of Music.
Please, can I request you to play something for us?
Okay.
Thank you so much. Grazie mille.
Grazie.
So, when are we going to see you after this? After Kolkata, where are you going to tour to?
I will come back to Italy, and on the 1st of June I will perform in the House Museum of Cacciaturian in Yerevan, in Romania. So I will appear in Lithuania in July. So this will be some of the next commitments.
Are you coming back to Kolkata next year?
Yeah, hopefully also before the end of this year I would like to plan to come back. So I will let you precisely know about it.
Thank you so much for your time. It was
You
wonderful listening to your wonderful magical music. Thank you so much.
Thank you.